The erased 8 lost emperors, empresses from the Kuni. The great Wakoku turmoil and the rise of a queen. Chinese historical texts, the Ho Hanshu, Book of Later Han, in the Dongyi Juan, and the Sangwoji, records of the Three Kingdoms, in the Weiji Warenjuan, offer us key insights into ancient Japan. In the years 70-80 CE, a male king ruled Wa, but the land was greatly troubled. So they raised Himiko, who practiced witchcraft, and peace was restored. Ho Hanshu, Dongyejuan. After Himiko's death, a male king resumed power, but the people would not obey and internal conflict broke out. Finally, they raised her kin, the Queen Toyo, and the land calmed. Sangwoji, Warenjuan. From these records we understand, 2nd and 3rd century Wa experienced a time of instability and war. Both male and female monarchs were alternately enthroned. Himiko had a brother and a close female relative, yet Japan's official chronicles, the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, contain almost no records of this era, from Emperor Jimmu through the 9th Emperor Kaika. Why? The Amabe clan genealogy, tracing a hidden dynasty. In 1975, the Amabe clan genealogy, preserved at Kono Shrine in northern Kyoto for over 1,200 years, was revealed. It documented the marriage alliances of emperors and princes with ancient clans. To everyone's shock, this genealogy included names corresponding to the so-called 8 lost emperors and their empresses, revealing a hidden royal lineage rooted in the legendary Chinese immigrant Xu Fu. Xu Fu and the rise of the Izumo kingdom. In the 3rd century BCE, Xu Fu was dispatched by Qin Shi Huang to find the elixir of immortality. He journeyed with 3,000 men and women, seeds, and artisans, finally arriving on Japan's Shimane Peninsula. His advanced knowledge and technology quickly won the people's trust. He became ruler of Izumo, founding what would become known as the Izumo Kingdom. His bloodline merged with Japan's maritime clans and continued through deities like Isotakaru, Koto Shiranushi, and Kamawaka Ikazuchi, eventually forging a powerful nation known as the Ii no Kuni, whose ruling clan were called the Shiki no Agatanushi, the local lords of Shiki. I no Kuni's glory and the three-party strategy. By the 1st century CE, Shiki had consolidated power across western Japan, rivaled only by Kunakoku in the northeast and the Kyushu court. Kunakoku threatened from the northeast, and Kyushu had an alliance with Han China, leaving Shiki politically isolated. To break the impasse, a secret pact was made, the Nigihayahi contract. The Nigihayahi contract, dual governance. According to the pact, the emperor served as the diplomatic figurehead, but wielded no real power. The Shiki clan, descendants of Isotakaru, held true political authority. The empress had to come from the Shiki clan. Administrative duties were handled by the empress's brother or father. When Emperor Jimmu married Himetatara Isuzu-hime, a princess of Shiki, the contract was enacted. Diplomatic face, Emperor Jimmu, based in Kyushu. De facto ruler, Kamawaka Ikazuchi, brother-in-law representing the Shiki authority. The lost 8 emperors and the Great Wa turmoil. Emperors Suwazei and Ane succeeded, but ambition grew within the new Mononobe clan. They backed Emperor Itoku, while Shiki backed Emperor Kosho, splitting the court and igniting the first Great Wa turmoil. In the chaos, the main Shiki line was destroyed, ending with the 6th generation, Kasatsuhiko. This tragedy is mythologized in the Kojiki as the transfer of land by Okunanushi. Himiko Ame-no-miyatsuko-hime-nomikoto. The conflict was ended by the sister of Kasatsuhiko, who became Ame-no-miyatsuko-hime, the highest-ranking shrine maiden in Ki Province, Wakayama. She governed alongside her brother-in-law, Emperor Koan. She matches the accounts of Himiko in Ho Hanshu and Weiji, a widow with no husband, ruling with her brother's assistance. Her death in 247 CE and a massive eclipse, or volcanic darkness, was mythologized as Amaterasu hiding in the cave, erasing her true legacy. The Second Great War Turmoil and the Lost Bloodline. After her death, the Mononobe clan installed Emperor Kogen, but the people rebelled. Peace was restored when the Shiki princess Takanohime, believed to be Taiyo, married the 9th Emperor Kaika, reinstating Shiki influence. However, Mononobe struck back. They replaced Takanohime with their own Ikaga Shikome, mother to Emperor Sujin, thus re-establishing Mononobe rule. The spirit of Nigihayahi and national reformation. To appease the Shiki ancestors, Emperor Sujin built a Sonokami shrine in Nara. The shrine enshrined the spirits of Iso Takaru, Koto Shironushi, Kamawaka Ikazuchi, and others, the true predecessors of Nigihayahi. Ironically, Mononobe worshipped the very spirits they had eliminated. It is proof that Mononobe and I no Kuni are a family member of the same ancestor god, Nigihayahi, and the reason why it became a noble shrine is conveyed. As time passed, the Soga clan, descendants of Shu Fu, rose and embraced Nigihayahi's lineage once more. The hidden redactions of Kojiki and Nihon Shoki. In the Asuka period, following the Taika reform, the Soga clan's records were burned. Later, Fujiwara no Fuhito compiled the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, but he was not descended from Nigihayahi. Thus, the 8 lost emperors and Shiki clan histories were systematically erased. The character Yi was often changed to Wushu, Iso, sidestepping their true names. Why the female emperors of Heian? Later in the Heian era, a succession of unmarried female emperors emerged. This prevented those without legitimate lineage from gaining power via marriage. The arrangement perpetuated Nigihayahi's legacy. The emperor would remain a symbolic figurehead, while the real governance stayed with the contracted clan. Sealed away, Japan's true oldest dynasty. The dynasty founded by Shufu and carried on by the Shiki clan, built by Iso Takeru, Koto Shironushi, Kamawaka Ikazuchi, and crowned through Jimmu's Shiki Empress, was once Japan's largest and oldest nation. Yet it was sealed away, hidden in myth, residual in shrine spirits, and erased under Nigihayahi's divine contract. This was the era of the 8 omitted emperors, the true kings erased from the official records. When we look at the story this way, a striking pattern begins to emerge. Shu Fu, who arrived in Japan in the 3rd century BCE, had descendants under 2 names, Ame no Hoakari in the east and Nigihayahi in Kyushu. Over time, these 2 lineages developed into rival powers. This mirrors the scene in the Jimmu myth, where Nagasunahiko and Nigihayahi recognize each other as kin by exchanging sacred treasures. But once Emperor Jimmu reaches Nara, the tale of Nigihayahi is mysteriously erased from the chronicles, silenced and forgotten. The history we know today as Japanese history may not begin with what was written, but with what was never written down. In our next episode, we'll explore why the Mononobe clan of Kyushu set out on their eastward conquest. Stay tuned.